Hey everyone, today we are back in the custom pack, but we're doing random custom packs, not going blind, so we're going to look at the pack because it's a pretty tough world out there in custom packs right now, the current state. So let's take a look at this pack. We got Bop, Eagle, Owl, Stego, Cobra. I kind of look for scaling and synergies in the beginning. So it looks like I identified toy scaling. Obviously, there's going to be chocolate, just looking at some of the perks. Yeah, I'm looking for anything that can provide scaling, and then I kind of look at abilities like as I'm going in the run. So I know if there's some scaling synergies, then I can pick maybe one or two pets to kind of carry to the end, and then like make the final pivots towards the end once the whole shop opens up. But yeah, we're going to have this main run here, and then a good kind of compilation of quick bonus clips to kind of show how this run went. So you're going to see what teams typically won, team/custom packs. So these custom packs are generated randomly, but I kind of tried to explain in the first one, they're not so random. It'll pair you with certain synergies and give you like multiple pets in multiple tiers of that synergy. So in this one, the great example is toys. It looks like snipers as well. I know there's lynx and you see mosquito here. I think there's pineapple in the shop. So there's a couple different synergies that it pairs to try to give it a little better chance. And shout out my top 3 list. My top sniper, I think it's the kind of the most powerful sniper when you consider like the synergies, the tier, with mushroom, how much stronger it gets. The hedgehog, it's so much fun too. You got to consider the fun factor. All of us started out in turtle pack, right? And all of us played the notorious hedgehog, camel, blowfish, or a combination of those. And yeah, get back to the random packs. I wanted to see, like, spamming these packs if there was basically a synergy that stood out. I recently made the top 3 lists, and I played all these games after I made those lists. So I thought it'd be really cool to kind of see if there was consistency in the teams that I had success with, or the packs that I had success with. Because a big part of this kind of, I guess you can call it a challenge that I'm doing, or just the way I'm playing these games, is I am playing one game in these packs, and then whatever happens, win or lose, I go in and I randomize the pack again. So I know in this one I had a blank pack that I deleted. For a while I was like deleting and then creating a new one, a new random pack. I didn't realize you can just like edit the current pack and just hit randomize, and it'll randomize the pack again. You just hit save and go again. So yeah, if you're doing this this kind of method of playing, and the main reason we're doing this is because Grounded Sap did a call to action to a lot of us arena Andes who spam arenas nonstop to basically every now and then just play some random packs, throw it in the pool to kind of try to get some diversity. If you play custom arenas often, you know there's a very consistent player base, and some of those players play the same exact team over and over. And I think it's really cool to kind of see how I play a little bit different in these games compared to my normal arena runs. I think I recognize turn 6 here. There's not much I could have done to like really improve my team. And obviously I'm not going to carry this flea to the late game, but I give it a pineapple because it gives me, what, +2 damage on 2 snipes. So +4 damage. I could have pineappled the hedgehog. Why didn't I do that actually? Seems like a weird thing, but yeah, Cyclops there, get you the level on the hedgehog. Hedgehog is a great unit in general to just carry to the late game. Put it in the front, put it in the back, put it in the middle of your team, whatever you do. You can usually find a good spot for it. Yeah, Platypus as well, so we have a good mixture of snipes and summons right now. No scaling really, but turn 7 getting I guess it'll be turn 8, we'll have a level 2.33 Platypus and a level 3 Hedgehog. That's actually awesome. The only unfortunate thing is we're going to start running into big units like this. So our little chip team the little chip away team isn't necessarily going to work for that. So the main question in a run like this in a random pack, like I said, I want to identify how I play different, is am I going to make big pivots here? So Hedgehog level 3 is cool. Platypus level 2 is very easy to pivot. We have 2 gold here. So what do? We could sell jellyfish or goat and then sell platypus and get that cooking. We actually greed the roll. Normally, especially I'm assuming I'm going to buy the flashlight to get the stats, the permanent scaling. And we have 2 hearts remaining. So kind of a dangerous game, but considering we got the level 3 hedgehog and the level 2 platypus, level 2 platypus on turn 8 is actually really good. You're basically getting like plus, what are they, 6/6 each? So you're getting like plus 17/17 in stats, or 16/16 with the base stats level 2. Yeah, on the level ups here, they're very, very crucial level ups at this point. And yeah, gotta look at the pack to see if you can make Tapir work. It's kind of a tough one. A lot of times in these runs as well, I would try to take something like Tapir and make it work. But then other times I was like, yeah, I just want to win. There's a good amount of losses. I'd say it's probably about a, I don't know, it varied. Maybe probably like a 15% win rate, I would guess, with these random packs compared to my normal 30-35% win rate. I feel like lately it hasn't been 30-35% win rate, but I think my overall win rate in this game is like close to 40%, which is ridiculous in my eyes. I'm assuming it's gone down, but it seems like it's only gone up ever since I check. Trying to consider what to do here. Looks like we're going for a level 3 platypus. Chocolate shows up, which is great. And this is the point that these runs usually die. And we got a stinky sock. It's actually like extremely surprising. It's turn 9. We have 2 trophies, 2 hearts, and we got a stinky sock. So another crucial level up. We get the early eagle owl. And we don't buy it. This is very, very funny watching this game. And the fact that this was the main run. There's a great bonus clip, the bonus clip that I have with music at the end. I wanted to show some of the turns and a lot of the battles because typically I feel like that would have been the main run. But it's with a vampire bat, or I should say vampire bats. And I feel like I do a lot of vampire bat runs. It's really fun. And it's really, I feel like it's really cool to watch because like you got all the ailments, the snipes. It's very powerful. But yeah, I guess on that note, we could discuss a little bit the types of synergies in these packs that seem to win. So one of them is the perk synergy. It's one of the strongest. The other one is the ailment synergy. It's, I think, the second strongest. I think I had those as my top 2 like metas and synergies, perks and ailments. And what else? The roll synergy. The roll synergy, very strong. Also the friend ahead, when you get stuff like kangaroo, poison dart frog, with some jump pets. Obviously the brain cramp. And yeah, just like that, we have a level 2 Mosasaurus on the team. So this run, it's very funny because it's kind of like a slow and methodical run. It's turn 10, we only have 3 wins. So it's like, it's a very scary place to be. The fact that we have a level 2 Mosasaurus is great. We're scaling a Puma, which means we need a toy, which means one of the back 2 units is gone. So actually making the pivot. But pretty desperate for a toy, and there's a Stingray, there's a Puma. Honestly, it's perfect. And at this point, when you got the Puma, you gotta greed. You have to greed for it. You could go separate Pumas. You could go Stego. Stego's definitely the way to go to try to win. And then 2 chocolates and another Stingray show up, and an eagle owl. And it's like, oh, this run could actually pop off out of nowhere. So a lot of times in these runs, you just gotta survive long enough. And look at that, everything had 6 HP, so it's like the perfect draw. The stars align, there's some hope. It's like, I'm sure even buying this flashlight, I was not that hopeful in this run. Sometimes you're just hanging on, hanging on. And let's actually see what this eagle owl's doing now. It's level 2. It's been in here for like, it's been in like 2 or 3 battles already. Elephant blowfish. It's a full snipe team. So scary. Our backline sniped. Oh gosh, we go down to 1. Eagle owl's 14-14. Now it's 32-32. 36-38. What a huge injection of stats. And I'm actually going to greed for another flashlight. And I do this a lot of times because the thought process is if you go the stinky sock, eventually you're going to run into like the full 50-50 team and your team's just not going to be statted enough. So it's like you might as well just go for the stats. If you're going to lose, let's just get it over with. But we're going to greed for a little bit here. And going level 3 eagle owl. Let's see. A little bit of stats. Stingray got to 11-13, and it's still at base stats. I'm going to stat up the hedgehog. Probably because would prefer it not to get sniped. And just making sure there's not mushroom in the pack, so might as well take the pineapple. Have the stingray frozen, so it kind of makes sense to just like take things right now. Like if we can buy multiple things in the shop, it's kind of the best case scenario. And it would make sense to take the steak. I don't know about taking the steak on our highest statted unit. I would think that we would take it on like the Mosasaurus, since the Mosasaurus is never going to be that statted up. And we get another draw. So this game is going the distance. It's a very nerve-wracking thing in custom packs, especially playing in a random pack. Luckily, when you are going the distance and you have a good synergy like this, where going later, your team's only getting stronger, this eagle owl is going to be like the saving grace on the team, I realize. And there it is, level 3. There's more stakes, which as long as we can survive snipes, like stakes are decent. But we're going to be popping melons and coconuts with our hedgehog. So I guess stakes aren't the best. I keep going back and forth. And there's the bulldog. The bulldog crab team. It's literally that same team. It's so funny. Pancakes is not a bad option, considering all of our units are like close to 50-50. I say close, but like, yeah, in the 30s to 40s. Yeah, at this point, should probably be throwing tacos and stuff. Should definitely take that pepper. I mean, I guess I'm looking for a stingray is my thought probably there, now that I'm processing it. Very lucky trade there, very lucky trade. 4 HP, but we survive with 2 on the Puma. Oh man, it's so close. We're just barely surviving. Decide to get the hedgehog. Commit to the hedgehog to get it 50-50. And yeah, the thought process is the eagle owl will provide a lot of stats to the back line. And I assume we're taking the stinky sock from here on out. So probably just throw the chocolate on the stingray or take a pepper. Take it on the Puma. Oh yeah, Puma makes sense too. And potato. Yeah. So that's one thing I assume I was rolling for hard there is potato, because it just is a great protective equipment for your backline, especially a backline that's not that scaled. And we need our second unit to faint to scale our backline. This eagle owl is crucial. So yeah, pretty cool how it all works out. And yeah, not watching these runs for a while, it's absolutely hilarious. Conpito is a cool option too. Perhaps next turn if we... Oh, we need another Stingray, actually. And that's the absolute panic in these runs too. I had multiple runs where I was running toys, but there's no waffle in the pack, and then you just don't find more toys. And look at this, we make the whole team, they don't have a lot of health as it is. We reduce the health more. They have like a level 2 gorilla, but we're able to just trade out, and it's another draw. At this point, I'm like, oh, geez, I don't know. At some point, the team's got to fall off. Like, there's just no way this can happen. But, yeah, if you're dreaming, you're a dreamer. Never give up on your dreams. Unless you don't find a Stingray, when your whole build is contingent on finding a toy. We don't find a Stingray. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's a big ol', oh geez, that trade was just horrendous for us. But their backline's weak, and we actually trade with the 48-48 Nessie boat. And there's the Stingray. And there's the Conpito. So it all kind of looks perfect. I assume I was rolling for a chocolate or another Stingray there. And then we get a bop. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help us too much. Because we got to buy, sell something to hit the 7 gold. So you do the one thing that you can do. You buy the steak that's sitting there. And let's see what happens. I mean, we've gotten this far. It's a summon team with a level 3 Stego. Level 3 Turkey. That level 3 Orca in the back is terrifying. Let's see what our stats get to after this Eagle Owl. We break Pepper and Melons, which is great. And we almost get to 50-50 on the whole back line, and it just absolutely tears through them. So yeah, the Eagle Owl was actually, we got it on turn 10, so it was 10 turns, or it had like 9 battles. But yeah, all that being said, we're getting straight into it. Another toy meta win. We have the elephant seal and the coconuts with the chameleon, the mongoose. I had an opportunity to sell the mongoose, get the coconut, and then have a puma on my team before I started scaling earlier in that run. It was a big mistake, so I was pretty bummed on that, but nonetheless, the team was so strong. And yeah, here's another one, just the Axo meta, brain cramp, mink, elephant seal. The Axo meta, anytime I'd get these perks in the pack, this front raccoon, look at this. It steals, they reduce our health. It steals a mushroom, it gets scaled. It steals a sausage, it gets scaled. Our brain cramp gets a melon, it gets scaled. Reindeer gets a melon, it gets scaled. It's just so ridiculous. And look at this team, full 50-50. And this isn't an Axo team, it's an elephant seal. But look, level 2 Rooster. Rooster's one of my favorite units. I was like, oh, this team is it. Like, random packs, anytime you get these perks. I believe this pack did not even have Axo. And I was like, yeah, I'll just take elephant seal and we'll be fine. You know, take strong units like Sabertooth. You can see, right? I have a couple low tier units, a couple high tier units. I'm just kind of bringing them in as the game progresses, and then eventually get the elephant seal in, go crazy. And this team doesn't look too bad at first. And this is a good example of the kind of the strongest metas in the game, right? We're running a strong perk meta. We have a very scaled, strong team. But the combination of their stats, the Manicore, and the level 2 Phoenix with Mushroom just absolutely annihilates our Rooster and kills the run. Here's another example of a pack that didn't have much but just like strong units. And T-Rex was there for scaling, so I was like, okay, I can go something like a Lynx and then just bring in a couple good high tier units. So this is the perfect example of like, you get a level 3 Hydra, very scaled up. Basically, you get a 50-50 level 3 Hydra, and in most cases, you should win the game. Like, it doesn't matter what else you have, really, assuming you have a decent squad around it, and not just a 50-50 level 3 Hydra. Right, we have a 40-40 level 2 Reindeer. We have a level 3 Hedgehog and a level 2 Lynx on this team as well, so, like, we're doing things on this team. And then look what we run into. And this is turn 17, so it's kind of expected. But yeah, this shows the perk meta, the Axo meta. And another reason I think it's the strongest meta / synergy in the game right now. And here is just a hilarious bonus clip. So we're going to get into some of the comedy right now. I was playing a dangerous game with this yak. In combination, I was trying to get one of the grounded prays going with the lamprey, or just some sort of lamprey game. And this yak got to the point, there's no lollipop in this pack. This yak got to the point, look, I want to buy this Triceratops, and I'm refusing to buy it until I find something to protect the yak. I found something to protect the yak, now I can buy the Triceratops, go on with my turn. But like, my whole game at this point was making this yak survive, because I was like, okay, this team is going to thrive on it just trading with the front unit. And then we get our level 2 anteater with like our hurt pets going. And it was working for a little bit. Like, once we got this cooking, it was working. And then we run into, yeah, turn 15, a double level 2 scaled Highland cow. I mean, absolutely disgusting. Overkill on the trumpets for sure, but yeah, respectable, because the teams I was winning with was with a level 2 elephant seal. So here's a great little vampire bat one. Like I was saying, the ailments, the perks seem to be winning. I wasn't winning with much else in the random packs. Some of the games were just absolutely atrocious, right? You get no scaling, every unit's at base stats. You'd have like a dolphin and like a rat and like a blowfish on your team with no scaling and like bad perks, like a couple garlics with no scaling. And then it's just a matter of time before you run into this. So not only do we have the Pandora's box, we actually daze one of the lionfish, and then we remove the daze. I just realized that. Doesn't matter at all. Completely irrelevant to the run, because their stats alone would have killed us on their units. But yeah, I thought all that was pretty funny. So now we're going to get into the final bonus clips here. So this one here is just an absolute meta roll synergy run. So I just want to show something with the roll. All you need is a couple roll pets. So in this case, we have the hamster and the ostrich, and then just strong units. So we actually use the friend ahead synergy with it. I decided to commit to a manatee, which is a terrible decision when you're running a team like this. There's no reason to, just put something else in. Even at this point, I should probably just buy that platy bloat there. But oh well. I love the manatee. I'm hooked on it. I doubt there's lollipop, pita bread, anything like that. You can see I have a popcorn on the manatee. But yeah, there's this run, and then the next run is a super fun vampire bat, like meta run where I use oyster mushroom to get like multiple vampire bats. It's one of those. It'd typically be a main run, but like I said, I run vampire bats so much. So yeah, let me know what you think of these random packs. And I also want to note that if you're interested in doing this, I think it's a great idea, especially if you run weekly packs and play weekly packs a lot. You don't necessarily have to do these blind, but if you want to do random packs blind, it's great practice for blind weeklies. Regardless, it's great practice for weekly packs, because this is how weekly packs are generated, the same exact way. So I assume I'm going to be less surprised on weekly packs in general on what shows up, and I'm going to be better at playing them out of the gate. So with all of that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this series in general. I think it's a lot of fun. Shout out Grounded. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. I was so blind, waiting patient on the shoreline. Now you're leaving, but I know you got your reasons too. I didn't hear the sirens, I didn't wanna see the warning. to know. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. I am broken, words unspoken. I'm afraid I'm drowning underneath. I got lost in summer feelings. Now I can't seem to find my way to breathe. Need you by my side. I can't sleep at night. Let's get lost in time. Leave it all behind. I can't get enough. Hope that I'm enough. Let me be the one for you. I'm trying not to let go of my pride, but every time you come back, it's like falling down these lies again.